everyone, it's the Tides Changing here, and welcome to an item showcase for The Sims 4 Spooky Stuff, which just released yesterday. This is the 4th stuff hack for The Sims 4, and like with the last 3, you can get it for $9.99 in the US. Moving over to the Create Sim items, there aren't any new hairstyles for adult Sims this time, but there are 3 new hats for female Sims, which go with some of the different costumes. The first was a witch's hat, and I really liked the little spider hanging off the back of it. I thought that was pretty cute. There's also a pirate's hat as well as a gladiator hat. Next, there are 2 new necklaces, which I think are pretty adorable even though they're supposed to be sort of creepy. So there's a skull one, and there's also the spider one, which I think is supposed to go with the witch's costume. And there are 2 new face paints, the first of which has a skeleton type look, and this one's supposed to go with the fairy costume. And there are 5 new costumes, so the first is this fairy one, which I really like. This is probably my favorite of the costumes. There's also a gladiator costume, as well as a pirate costume, and this one's probably my second favorite, although I really do like all the costumes. This one is supposed to be a witch's costume, and the last one is supposed to be a zombie schoolgirl type of costume, which I thought was pretty cool. I like that they included a zombie costume. There's also 4 new types of leggings, so there's these ones that have both bat and spiderweb patterns, which I think look really cool. And then there are these striped leggings, which I think you could use at times other than Halloween's, like you could just use them with any regular outfit. And we do have these fairy leggings, which I just spun around so that you could see the detail on them. There's also these glitter leggings, which I think are another pair of leggings that you could use at times other than Halloween. And then here's the first of the 2 socks, which have some bats at the top of them, and then there are some tattered socks, which are supposed to go with the zombie schoolgirl costume. We also get 4 new pairs of shoes. The first one is supposed to go with the witch's costume, and I think the little curl at the end of it looks pretty neat. Here are some high-heeled boots to go with the pirate costume, and there are also some sandals to go with the gladiator costume. There's one more pair of boots. I'm not really sure what they're supposed to be for. I guess they're supposed to be an alternative shoe to go with the pirate costume in case you don't want your pirate to be wearing heels. And then there are 4 new style looks to show off the different costumes. So first we had one for the witch's costume, then here's the gladiator costume. This one is the fairy costume, and then lastly we have the pirate costume. For male Sims, there are 3 new hats. The first one is a ninja one, and then the pirate hat and the gladiator hat are the same as what the female Sims had, so I didn't show all the colors again. They also have the same 2 face paints as well as 4 new costumes. So first there is a ninja costume as well as a pirate costume. There is of course a gladiator costume. And then lastly is another zombie school uniform type costume, which I think looks pretty cool. And then there's only 1 pair of shoes, which are some pirate boots. Here are some styled looks to show off the different costumes. So this is the pirate one, and then we also have the gladiator one. And then lastly is the ninja one. Fortunately, they didn't leave children out in this stuff pack. Girls get 1 new hairstyle, which is supposed to go with the princess costume. There are also 2 new hats. The first one is a pirate hat, and there's also this really cool pumpkin hat, which is supposed to go with a headless horseman sort of costume, which is probably my favorite of the children's costumes. There's also 1 new skeleton face paint, and for girls there are 4 new costumes. This one is a pirate costume. This is the headless horseman one, which I think is really cute. And I like how it looks kind of dirty with some of the colorings. There's also a really adorable skeleton costume, and then lastly is a princess costume. There are also 2 new pairs of shoes, the first of which is a pair of boots to go with the headless horseman costume. There's also a pair of flats that go with the princess costume. And I think these, in addition to the non-dirt covered colorings for the boots, could be used with other non-Halloween costume outfits. They're also 4 styled looks to show off the different costumes. So here's the pirate one. This is the headless horseman costume, which is just adorable. And then lastly is the skeleton costume. Boys get a lot of the same items that girls do and nothing new, so I'm just going to quickly show what they get. And that's it as far as what comes for Create a Sim. So now I'm going to head over to Build and Buy mode. And this stuff pack comes with 5 new wallpapers and 2 new floors, which really surprised me because none of the other stuff packs came with any build mode items. The first 4 wallpapers really keep with the Halloween theme and are pretty cute, especially the last ghost one. I could see this wallpaper being used for a rundown house build or maybe even on a cabin in Granite Falls. There's also a wood floor which matches the wood wallpaper, as well as a carpet which is sort of crazy looking, but I could see it being used to make a rug. And then moving over to the comfort category, we have a living chair which has a tattered look to it, as well as a sofa with the same colorings. And I could see the colorings without the ghost face on them being used in an abandoned or rundown house kind of a build. There's also a new dining table which follows a tattered cloth theme, as well as 2 accent tables with the exact same coloring. Then in the activities and skills section, there is a pumpkin carving station as well as a candy bowl that scares your Sims, and those are actually 2 new gameplay items. In decorations, we get 3 new wall paintings, and something that's really cool about these is that they change appearance when your Sims walk by them. We also get 2 really cute pumpkin decorations, as well as a centerpiece that looks like a house and also a really neat looking rug. There's also some spider web wall decorations, as well as an actual spider and a little cauldron decoration. And then in the kid category, we get a new stuffed bear. And then over in lighting, we have some spooky ghost lights, as well as some gravestone lights, and a pumpkin standing lamp, and a couple of wall lights. Here's what all the lights look like at nighttime, and that's all the items that came with the stuff pack. There's also 2 new rooms which are in the living room category. Some other things that come with the stuff pack are new recipes, a new spooky music type, and there's also a new spooky party type which has goals that introduce you to the gameplay that comes with the stuff pack. And I was really surprised by that because I thought that these were costumes for the existing costume party type. And overall, I like the stuff pack even though the theme is kind of niche and I don't know how much I'm going to use it past October, but the items are still fun to have around. And I feel like this stuff pack is a really good sign for future stuff packs because it came with 72 items, which is about 20 more items than what came with the other stuff packs. Also, it came with 2 gameplay items instead of just 1. So hopefully they keep this up with future stuff packs. That's all I wanted to say, so I hope you found this showcase helpful and enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and bye!